Today, a double live com against Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarterfinals, a recap of how we're maintaining our ground in the Premier League, thanks to a pretty ridiculous result against Chelsea. That and a slight injury problem should have me concerned, but for some reason it doesn't. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I think I actually have some depth this time. We shall have to wait and see. My name's FM19, and this is the Palace March, episode 49. Well, looking at the results here, you can see we're actually on a pretty good run of games. After beating Lazio away, we were home against Southampton, and we won there 3-2. We were on the attack the entire game. It was a really good offensive performance. The player stats don't really reflect that, other than, the guys in green, Gubbles, Song, Amarty, and Kamara. But we had 20 shots, 8 on target. Southampton had 11 and 3. They were on the back foot at the beginning of the game, and it showed. If not for 2 quick goals from Ilianosi and Ibe in the 71st and 73rd minutes, this would have been a shutout. They caught us on the break both times. We were literally caught with our pants down. There's no other way to put it. We actually had to come back to win this, but I'm proud of the guys in that they did come back to win this. Gubbles had a goal in the 56th minute to continue his scoring streak. Jetty equalized in the 83rd minute. Song put us ahead in the 89th minute with a very nice strike. This was a come-from-behind victory. We haven't had a lot of these this season, and it was nice to see the goals coming from players other than Gubbles. Next up, the ridiculous result against Chelsea, and a 3-3 draw doesn't seem ridiculous until you realize that we got the 3-3 draw based on William Gubbles' 95th minute goal in a 93-minute long game. This was literally one of those games where I was absolutely frustrated by what was going on. Morata scored in the 3rd minute. Moreno scored in the 28th minute. Chelsea had, let me scroll down here real quick. Chelsea had, we each had 14 shots in the first half. The fact that we had 6 more shots in the second half and got all 3 of our goals in the second half tells you how much on the attack Chelsea was. I was uncautious the entire game. After the Moreno goal, I sat on my hands. I literally thought we were going to lose 8-0. And the only time I made a move is when Kamara went out in the 62nd minute to bring on Mepham. Luis scored in the 69th minute. Mayoral scored in the 90th minute, and I was happy with a 3-2 loss. And then for whatever reason, the game kept going. And then in the 95th minute, Gubbles had an absolute laser shot off a Ricci cross that just blew by gun and tied the game up. And literally 30 seconds later, the game ended. Chelsea got FM tier. There's no other way to put it. If I were Chelsea, this had happened to me, I literally would have turned the computer off in disgust, walked away from the game for at least 2 days minimum. After Chelsea, we were away at Bournemouth, and this was a pretty rotated side for us. The only starters that I did not take out were Neka and Basankic. Neka is because I completely forgot to rotate him out. Basankic is because with Kamara out, my depth at defensive center back, it's not the best. I had Justiniano, and I would have brought him in had not Basankic actually done a pretty credible job. In other news, he has agreed to a new contract, but he has yet to sign it. This for a guy who the better part of 18 months was absolutely unhappy with me, and at one point in time wanted to move to Real Madrid, but they didn't meet his minimum, so he's still here. As you can see, Guidetti got things off to a quick start with a goal in the 1st minute. I thought we were going to be in for another FM job. Song equalized in the 10th minute. Mayoral put us ahead in the 82nd minute, actually got his goal bonus for the year. Gubbles missed a 29th minute penalty kick. He went right, Bogovic went left. Gubbles went to his right, Bogovic went to his left, made a very nice save. I can't believe I actually did that out loud. But Nasser also got injured this game. He and Kamara both out 2 to 3 weeks with knee ligament injuries. We had 11 shots, 7 on target. Bournemouth had 19 shots, 5 on target. We were just technically better in front of the goal than they were, and that's why we won. Mayoral, again, another player of the match award. I have come to the conclusion, rightfully or wrongly, we are a much better team with him in the starting 11. He doesn't create a lot of goals. He doesn't score a lot of goals, but almost all of our offensive movement goes through him at some point in time. And when he's not in the game, you can tell. We were perfectly adequate before he came in. I took a Jetty out in the 73rd minute because he just wasn't doing great. He was on a 6-4, and I brought Mayoral in, and 9 minutes after coming in, he scored a goal. It was really nice. Gubbles had both assists. If he's not scoring, he seems to be on the assist end of the equation. This was a really good match for us. And as you can see, that leaves us in 6th place at the moment, 1 point ahead of Wolves, 5 behind Everton. We're not really helped by the fact that Arsenal won the Carabao, and they are currently on the outside looking in. There's a distinct drop-off between 8th and 9th place. It's 7 points. I don't think Leicester is going to make that up. So the top 8 teams are going to be fighting for 6 spots. If somehow Arsenal climbs his way up into the top 7, which is eminently doable, I mean, they're only 3 points behind Wolves at the moment and 4 points behind us, then it's possible the Europa League spot could fall down to below that. But it would have been nice had, Man United or Man City won that. Then it would have fallen down a little bit more. Who's winning the FA Cup at the moment? Let's see here. Chelsea and Man City are playing in the FA Cup, so whatever happens there, it will slide down at least one spot. So it is quite conceivable that 7th place will get European football. Well, and this is the team we're starting today. Neca in goal, Centellis, Mepham, Bosankic, and Sablik as the defensive back 4, Fagner, Tonali, and Linetti as the midfield 3, Gubbles, Mayoral, and Hahn up top as the strikers. Bayern, as you would expect, is Bayern Munich. They are a very good team. And we're going to have to hold them scoreless here if we want any chance at all of progressing. So Bournemouth was in 18th place when I played them. That's why I felt relatively comfortable starting a fairly rotated side against them. I'm just kind of mad I didn't sit Neca. Hahn. Cross it. Oh, no, off the post. I thought he scored that. Oh, up to Lewandowski. Bayern on the counter. He loses it. Tonali, and that's the highlight. I wish he should have crossed that. He had options. I could see why he took the shot, but... Alaba. Up to Sane. Back to Havertz. He taps over to Sanchez. Long pass in the space to Lewandowski. Off the post, but he follows up. And he scores. He got behind Neca. How did that happen? Oh, cheeky backheel from Havertz. You saw that, right? Lewandowski kicked it. The ball went off the post, and then Neca dived. That's interesting. Alaba, dispossessed by Tonali. Passes it up to Hahn. Cross it this time. Crosses it. Gubbles is there, and he scores. Nice. 28th goal this season for Gubbles. It was a nice job by Tonali getting the ball. Part of me is afraid there's going to be a team out there with money that's going to come and meet Gubbles' minimum release clause. I mean, I've got Ricci. Gubbles with the free kick. Oh, Neuer blocks it. Back out to Fagner. Gubbles into the crowd, knocked away. Tonali sends it up towards Mepham. And he's... And we've had our chances. We're doing a good job holding them. Coming up on halftime. Alaba with the throw into Havertz. Knocked away by Mepham. Up to Zakaria. Over to Sanchez. Long pass was passed like a loan on the right. He crosses it in, but no one is there. Sane runs it down. Alaba to Sanchez. Back out to Alaba. He crosses in. Muller's there, but he heads it over the crossbar. And that is the half. We just need to hold them to 1 and we'll be okay. 10 shots, 4 on target for them. 5 shots, 3 on target for us. I just got a note about we had to specifically mark Thomas Muller because of his aerial proudness. Jumping range of 11 and a heading of 11? I'm not seeing it. Okay. Alaba with the free kick into the crowd. Oh, and Hummel scores. Well, it's been ruled out. Why is he out? Because somebody was way off sides? I guess. Dodged a bullet there. 60 minutes in. Do I want to make any changes? I don't think so. I think we're going to wait. Havertz just went out with an injury. Boateng to Paslak. Over to Mueller. To Zakaria. To Sanchez. Back out to Paslak, alone on the right. Oh, Centellas blocks that ball. Fagner recovers it. Long pass up towards Mayoral. Nice first touch. Oh. Neuer blocked it. Looked like it was heading right to Hahn, but the Bayern player knocked it away. Necka out to Mepham. Long pass up to space towards Goebbels. Oh, he shoots it right at Neuer. Come on, you have options, Willem. I don't want to say there's too much of that going on in Football Manager, but it seems there's too much of that going on in Football Manager. Vasankic's exhausted, so we're going to bring on Tanasiewicz. Mepham back to... Oh, that was dangerous, guy. Come on. Alaba. Savic intercepts that. Linetti. Long pass up towards Hahn. Can you cross it again? No. Holy cow. It went off Alaba and into the goal. That was weak. Neuer should have had that. Hahn tried crossing it. Looks like Alaba went in for the slide tackle just as Hahn kicked it. And Alaba kicked it right past Neuer. I'll take it. Alaba to Lewandowski. Back to Alaba. Crosses it in. Zakaria top the box. Dispossessed by Mepham. Mepham kicks it up to Goebbels. Across the field to Hahn. Hahn kicked it right at Neuer, and he had Mayoral in the center. Come on. Goebbels with a corner kick. Knocked away. And Neuer gets the weak effort off. I want to say Tanasiewicz headed it. Alaba with the throw into Sanchez. 5 minutes left in the game. Necka with a brilliant block. That was a hell of a shot by Sanchez. Corner kick for Bayern. Paslak sends it in. Knocked away. Boateng's going to run it down. Back out to Hummels. To Boateng on the left. Holds it up. Crosses it in. Knocked away by Mepham. Chiesa is there. He sends it back out to Boateng at the top. Out to Paslak. Alone to the right. Oh, Centellas knocks that away. Must have been a foul. We got a free kick off that. Coming up near the end of the game. Goebbels with a corner kick. Knocked down. Fagner to Linetti, and we score again. Nice shot by Linetti. Oh, upper deck by Linetti. Well done. Into the crowd, and Tonali's there. How is he not offsides? He was offsides. Okay. Yeah, I'd say Tonali was a bit offsides. Neuer, long kick up towards Edouard. Knocked down by Mepham. Goes right to Zakaria. He sends it up towards Chiesa on the right. He's got options. Edouard's there, but Necka stops that. And that is the game. Wow, we were that much better in front of the goal than they were. Wagner at 8.4. Well done, boys. So the plan is we're going to play Swansea offline and come back for the away match at Bayern. So I will be back with that in just a bit. Well, I noticed during the Swansea game, the window was too big. It was blocking a lot of the lower right corner. Well, I noticed during the Swansea game, the window was too big. It was blocking a lot of the lower right corner. So I got that fixed. Hopefully it doesn't detract too much from the last match. As you can see, we beat Swansea 1-0. I played a really rotated side this game. Savlik is about the only full-time starter who got full-team playing time this match. Everyone else was a backup. And they did a credible performance. Well, Linetti was a starter for all of 14 minutes. He went out with pulled ligaments. So, I mean, the good news is he went out on an injury, not a double yellow card or a red card or something like that. I don't know, I'm really ambivalent towards him. I think we should have gotten more from this game. The Ajeti goal in the 63rd minute was nice. I don't know, part of me feels like we should have gotten more, but I don't know, we'll see. And this is a team we are playing today. Necka in goal, Selhurst, Meppen, Bosankic, and Sablik as the defensive back four, Fagner, Tonali, and Luis as the midfield three, Gubbles, Jetty, and Mayoral up top as the strikers. I'm giving Jetty the start because he looked really good the last game. In addition to the goal, he has some very nice passes in that. Plus, he gets along with Gubbles and Mayoral really well. Mayoral is a pretty capable poacher on the right side. Fingers crossed, it'll help give us a spark. Passlack with a throw-in. Knocked away by Centellas. Well, Zakaria gets in front of it. Oh, come on. The heck was that? Oh, jeez. Necka should have had that. Come on. Kickoff highlight, though. Tonali to Bosankic to Luis. Over back to Tonali to Fagner to Tonali. Long pass to Mayoral. He loses it, though. Hummels has it. Back to Neuer. Out to Alaba. Now it goes past Alaba up to Sane. To Havertz. To Sanchez. To Zakaria. Oh, what the heck happened? Oh, come on. I'm way too nervous about this game. Passlack. Knocked away. Chiesa. Oh, just wide right. Bayern's had 6 shots, 5 on target the first 20 minutes of the game. Come on, guys. I encourage them and they get frustrated by it. That is not good. Chiesa to Hummels. Back out to Passlack. Over to Rudiger. Oh, he bounces his pass off the defender, Luis. Up to Mayoral. Back to Sablik. Long pass towards Fagner. Sends it up towards Gubbles. He is fouled. Passlack tripped him in the box. Gubbles with the kick. At least I think it's Gubbles. Mayoral with the kick. Okay. And Neuer didn't even make a move. Well done, Borja. That comes in handy. God, even with the goal, Borges is still on a 6-7. Well, safe to say Bayern's dominated the first half. 14 shots, 6 on target. Try 3 and 2. The Sanchez goal was equalized by the Mayoral penalty kick in the 35th minute. We need to be doing better. Now most of the team is hyped up for the second half. Let's see if we can keep it there. 60 minutes in, as bad as some of the guys are playing, I'm not going to touch anything just yet. Passlack to Zakaria, all the way out to Alaba. Left side of the box, he bounces his pass off Sablik. Mayoral runs it down, up to Gubbles. He holds it up and is dispossessed by Passlack. Muller has the ball. Back to Passlack. Up to Havertz. Back to Passlack. Zakaria to Havertz. All the way across the field to Alaba. Bayern building up the attack here. Alaba drives forward to Sanchez. And his shot's wide right. Okay. He got a little greedy. Okay, you know what? Sablik picked up a yellow, so we are going to bring him off for sure. You got a Marty sitting on the bench. 15 minutes left in the game. Meppen just picked up a yellow. Alaba with the throw-in to Sanchez. Back to Alaba. Bounces pass off. Own goal by Centellas. I really don't want to see this. Alaba to Lewandowski to Sanchez to Sane. Crosses it. Muller's there over the crossbar. 5 minutes left. Okay, we're going to come off the positive and go defensive. Gubbles back to Amarty. Over to Tonali. Back to Amarty. Dispossessed. Zakaria. Oh, Mayoral has it. Cross it. Can he cross? Oh, he can't cross it. He tried taking the shot, but he pushed it wide left. 4 minutes of extra time. Bayern's had 5 yellow cards if you count Passlack who's off. Necka into the crowd. Kicked it too long, and that is the game? Holy cow. Thank you, Borja Mayoral. 24 shots, 6 on target to them, 5 shots, 2 on target for us. That was a mind-numbingly... Oh, wow, that was intense. Even though we won. Thank you, Borja Mayoral. The away goal sees us through. Man, City completely disemboweled Madrid, 5-1 on aggregate. Liverpool beat Chelsea. Napoli beat Monaco on away goals. Man City completely dominated Real Madrid. So you got 3 English teams in the Champions League playoffs, at least in the semifinals. I could really go for Napoli. We're going to go to the draw, which I want to say happens tomorrow. We'll be back with that after this. Well, we drew Liverpool. Man City's facing Napoli. I think I would have liked to have faced Napoli instead. Well, I guess we come back with another double live comm. Liverpool home and away. Luckily, the travel expenses aren't going to kill us. Man, I am mentally wiped after that second game. I don't think I should be. We won, but it doesn't feel like we won. I mean, I can see that we won. Man, that was just nerve-wracking. 6 games left in the Premier League as well. Can we climb up into 4th place? No. Well, we're 5 points behind. 6 points left, 18, 15, 12. We'd probably need like 12 or 13 points. I don't see that happening. I think our goal is to beat Everton. And that's what we're going to do. So, if you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM19. Thank you for watching.